No, I mean the double thumbs.
Yeah, it was there.
Yes.
That's the thumbnail. Oh shit.
I saw the countdown. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I restarted the stream.
Next one's gonna be SpongeBob and Patrick. Oh, you want to be Patrick in this one?
No.
I'll be SpongeBob.
All right, so you know that much, right? You know that you're the son of a cop.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was part of some big deal, and then you are now all-star kid. Then you don't really know much about your family's history,
Right.
but it says you kind of flash it about a lot, right?
Yeah, it's like I can do this.
Jujubee is just kind of the weird kid, 11-year-old kid that's never like anywhere he's supposed to be. Let's put it that way.
I'm also gonna be handsy.
Handsy.
11-year-old?
Go away.
Let's say
Avery?
like Caleb's character Zion.
Avery or just like
We'll go ahead and get this
I'm
over.
handsy.
Yeah.
Friendly is what he's saying.
We'll go ahead and get this over. Caleb's character Zion is just a weird kid that always dressed in priest clothes, and he like really works on his physique all the time.
The anti-goth.
The anti-goth monk.
It's been over
That's
a month
perfect.
since I've had an energy drink.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, right, because you're doing the you got your patch on? How's that working for you?
It's fucking awesome.
Because when Charlie hit his 10-day mark, he went, I gotta go home! And then he went to the gym for 6.5 hours. He came into work, he's like, I can't be here right
I've
now.
actually lost 10 pounds on Thrive. Like I did the 2-week cleanse where I cut out most of the. Don't censor my ass. No, I
Hey, free product placement.
I cut out most of the pop. I still drink a little bit of pop here and there. I've probably had about all the pop I'm going to have tonight. The rest of the night's going to be water. I have cut out energy drinks. What a dick.
What's up?
I've cut out energy drinks completely. I've cut down on how much I've been eating. And since I've started Thrive, I've lost 20 pounds.
Couple more pounds, pick up a running regimen.
I've actually been walking about 5 to 6 miles a day.
That's good. That's good.
It's decent. It could be better.
At some point, start carrying weight when you walk.
Yeah, I've heard that. But I mean, I could carry my work backpack because I have all my fucking tools in there.
Well, you don't want that much direct weight on just your back.
Yeah,
That'll
it's
fuck up
like
your lower
fucking
back.
60 pounds.
Well, I was gonna say like a weight vest. That way it's balanced front back.
You remember Trevor Cooper, right? He's carrying his own weight vest.
Yeah. Right here. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pretend you're the same weight by putting a 30-pound weight of vest on.
Gotcha. Anyway, I got a bunch of workout equipment over at Trevor's house that we just need to actually get a fucking plan going and work out.
Move it. Yeah.
I went and spent $300 on a badass mountain bike and all the gadgets for it. We went and spent $300 on an elliptical and a Bowflex machine. He's got free weights and
Nice.
fucking airport's like right there. So, but
Don't spend like $700 on a Fitbit. Go on like Wish, get the knockoff version. Does all the same shit. Yeah, you have the phone tracking.
active.
No, I mean for like you have it on your wrist to monitor your heart rate, your sugar
Yeah.
levels, things like that.
I'm active. Oh, look.
Couch potato. Like, stay still. Shut the fuck up.
So what's Twitch rules? I know they've got a set standard of rules
Do what?
on
Uh,
Twitch.
Oh, it's-
For broadcasting on Twitch.
Yeah, we're not even running on Twitch. We're running on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Twitch just doesn't allow nudity.
Oh.
Or
It doesn't allow nudity. It can't be
violence.
physical
Pervasive comments.
acts of violence. It can't be insane profanity.
yeah, you can't just come on and be fuck.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah, I went through YouTube Live. It was easier for me to set up. Twitch is very specific on you have to use your encoder and stuff like that, whereas YouTube Live you can just stream right then and there. through their program.
Whatever quality you got, bud.
Only thing it's not letting me do is zoom in and out, but fuck it for now. As long as whoever's, because I'm gonna have somebody through Discord talking to us too and playing the game,
Yeah.
and as long as they can see the board, it'll be fine.
I'm not gonna lie, we probably shouldn't even start until about 6 because I'm not. Once Andrea gets back, it's gonna be 5:20ish
Mhm.
because she drives like my grandma.
Mhm.
She does drive like an old lady.
Then I have to go get Guy at 6, and we're gonna go out and eat at 6. So today was
a bad day.
Well,
We'll come back
life
tomorrow.
happens. There's a lot of people involved, and life
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
I wanted to get here earlier, but we were negotiating.
Mhm.
Trying to get him a good deal without getting his pants pulled down over
They're like halfway down.
Mhm.
it. Just that.
Just enough sleep.
Oh.
Don't worry, I pulled them back.
I've been I'm being prospected to play for Vince Van and the Outlaws, play bass for them. Just
Mhm.
kind of interim bass player.
Mhm.
So that's cool.
They were good.
Oh, did you see some of the live stuff he put up?
He
No, I went to that show. That was
Oh, right on.
the food truck festival that like no one showed up for.
yeah, they were pretty good.
They had like 17 fucking food trucks that were supposed to be there. There was like maybe 10.
Not even that. It's like 5.
There was a catfish place, Country Jay's barbecue, snow cone place. There's some
I bet
place.
the snow cone place killed it.
There was one place getting pizza from Pizza Hut and just selling individual slices of pizza. I don't.
Probably like $2 a slice, 2.50
Yeah,
a slice or
something
something.
like that.
Something crazy.
That's an entrepreneur. That is.
Yeah.
The gyro truck was there.
Shit.
Yeah, I've seen them parked all up and down Harrison. I normally kind of park
They
around
usually do pretty
O'Reilly's
good.
and stuff like that. Because
Good
I'm
intersection.
every day I'm back and forth between the stores and stuff.
Country Jay's, they made one hell of a spud. Give them that. They had some of their house-made barbecue sauce.
How late altogether do you think you'll be able to be out?
Oh,
I have fun to
got this big old baked
turn my phone
potato. Twice baked potatoes. And
He's carrying her over here.
Or saved you a seat.
Oh, thanks. You was gonna hold stuff for me
Van-
too.
Vans
What I was working on.
Vans do spuds, don't they?
Yeah. The special this month is the overstuffed spud. It's half pound of meat,
How you're like we almost got started.
No, we
$12.
Just waiting.
not really.
We were just talking about how we're not going to get it started.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, he's on his way. I didn't ask him what he wanted to be or anything, so.
Okay.
So Zach's gonna be playing with him?
Mm-hmm. He's never played before and he wanted to play, so.
So in other words, fresh meat.
Yeah. There is that stuff.
How's it going?
World Bowl? Went and saw your brother and gave him a bunch of help.
Yeah.
See anything you like?
There's plenty I liked.
Is there anything you were going to get? No. Not so
Do you
much.
see it out front?
No.
Okay then.
Oh, he's got
Answered your own question.
Come over here and sit down. What are you gonna be?
I'm just going to watch right
Oh,
There
boo.
ain't nothing happening right now.
Yeah, they were
So you
waiting
might
on
want to pick
us.
something if you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
now. We spilled the intro.
Huh?
Oh,
Spilled
boo.
the intro for him.
Pick something out.
Yeah.
Freaking hard for them.
No, it's not like you gotta do jumping
All
jacks
zero.
and shit.
Yeah, jeez.
You sit here and you talk and you
You got
post
some
some dice
recap
every
on
now
what
and
it
then.
was.
Yeah, pretty much.
What stuff did you say that you still
Uh-huh.
had?
I mean,
Come and
Like
try to
what-
close that
what-
bar.
barbarian and fighter.
There
See,
you
look,
go.
it's already made up too.
Yeah, the fun part's done.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Guy's sheep?
Over there.
That's the.
Tell people we're sitting
barbarian.
down. I don't think they need to be
Is
up
there-
here.
Is the fighter sheet already made up?
Yeah. Somewhere else.
Hmm?
I just want one try.
Oh, blue one.
Oh, boo. Get over there.
Here, Tom, right here. Here's a rock.
Oh,
No, you teach him.
you keep on.
We don't need to reach out
I
then.
started teaching him.
Yeah, not so much. You heard most of the intro that I gave out, right?
All I heard was
Huh?
ages, and we were supposed to
And
say what
started
we were.
stay like that.
And they
Not stay
sort of did
like that.
Off the tip.
so far.
Okay,
Eric's got a pet badger.
we had a pet badger. Is that what you said? You got a pet badger?
His name's Buster.
Buster.
He's an 11-year-old boy.
Oops.
I heard that you were police. That was probably all you said.
I'm a youngish cop.
Youngish cop. What were you? What were you then?
High school job.
His
High school
son.
jock?
High school douchebag.
Oh, he's your son?
No.
No.
My character's 20 unless I got laid at 3. Well, 2. 9 months just dating.
Okay.
Let me
Uh,
Very active.
I am a 17-year-old bounty hunter. And I wear hippie clothes. Hey,
What kind
leave
of
his
bounty
stuff
you're
alone.
Anna Grace.
Bounty of nature.
Let me put it right here.
You leave it alone.
Ow.
All right, so the game starts with a radio show that you hear. The radio show host is named Pyre. She kind of handles the day-to-day basis of saying what's going on in the land of Gardwall.
Hey.
Her first announcement is basically about the weather. For some reason, it snowed, had an earthquake, random stuff in the outskirts all day. Normal stuff for Gardwall.
Earthquake, but we didn't feel it in town.
Oh no, not at all. Secret police made sure of that.
Don't go to the dog park.
Don't go to the dog park. She also says there's been odd sightings around of animals acting weird. Stuff like deer gnawing on each other, stuff like that, you know. Also regular stuff. She then moves on to sports, which the all-star players done the all-star thing.
Thank you.
You know, the Gardwall Sentinels have beat the Gravity Falls Multi-Bears. Stuff like that.
Night Vale was a no-show.
Oh no, that's next week. Next week they go against the Spider Wolves. So her last announcement that she brings up is she talks about the passing of somebody in town, somebody that was kind of an odd thing, and you all have a relationship with this person. His name is Professor Graymat, and he was a teacher that you've all had at one point in your life. Teaches all ages, kind of a guy that does everything. So the thought is he committed suicide, but she doesn't bring that up. She says the only thing that they found is his car off of basically a railway where a train hit it, and his car had all sorts of writing on it. So the game starts where you guys are gathering in his past, like you're gathering in his classroom to reminisce about this teacher. So we'll start there with some narrative talking points, kind of look around the room. It's just a normal classroom. There's his desk. There's a couple other desks. something that you might have had. Go from there.
I'm looking at his desk.
You're gonna go right for the desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right for the desk.
Okay, are you gonna open the drawer?
Yeah.
Okay, the drawer seems to be locked.
Okay.
Having trouble over there?
Yeah.
Do you want to
I,
force it open?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you. Hold on. I got the tools to do this. Maybe.
Here,
I was about to say,
here.
It's kind of
You don't have
awkward
a
hearing
full
that from a police officer.
Aren't you wondering why he's there?
Tell him how to live his life.
Here.
Okay. What you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and lockpick the desk.
You're gonna lockpick the desk? Okay, roll a 20. 18.
18.
Okay, so you put the lockpick in, and you just kind of notice that it was basically gummed shut. So you kind of open it real quick. And there's just a big old line of gum on the side. Wasn't even really locked. Inside of the drawer, you see something that says a Darren's journal.
Here.
I'm gonna grab that real fast.
You're gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna open it? What are you gonna do with this journal?
And I'm gonna be 11 and not even be paying attention to all this shit.
You're just like, I remember the teacher.
I'm playing with my badger.
Is there anything-
Buster.
Sit in the corner playing with your badger.
Okay.
Is there anything specifically noticeable on the outside other than a Darren's journal?
That's all it says.
Pop it up and take a look.
All right. The journal describes something called the Absinthe Temple, and how this specific temple is one of the things that causes a disturbance in the area. It seems to be separate from your world entirely, in a way. The interest is described
Here,
and where it
Tabby.
is,
This is one.
and it
is
describes
the-
whenever you're there, there's a feeling of power emanating from it, like a dark power.
So what we went to school like in that classroom, right?
Yeah, you've all been in a class of this at least one point or another.
Okay. So
He just knew him well because
I
he was
also
one of
have
the
a
only
badge,
people in
so-
town that didn't do what other people in town do, which is talk very plainly and not have creative ideas.
Nose down and fuck off.
Here.
so I'm gonna look in I guess my old desk.
And look in your old desk.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the same.
That is a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Check the old desk.
That's what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I'll go to the same desk.
Okay.
That would be fucking weird.
So you all have kind of an odd item in your inventory right now. Something that's particular. It'll say totem next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine doesn't.
Yours is the rabbit foot. Basically, what you'll do is you'll double that.
I'm here.
So just put 2 next to it.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
And all of you that have below like 3 life, gain a life.
Here,
What?
here.
All of you that have
That
below
roll
the
that
2
you
life
said you're allowed
bars,
to get.
gain a life.
Not the number here.
If you already have 4, that's
You're
max.
maxed out for.
On. There we go.
Is there anything unusual about the classroom, like writings that would have matched his car, like on the walls or anything? Like he had a psycho moment, wrote shit on the board before he drove off.
More or less, you just see the same,
Lesson plan.
For you, Tabby.
not the same exact thing.
Tab for you.
You see save Astrid all across the board.
This is for
And it's
Eric.
also in the
This
journal.
is for me.
Is there anything on top of his
This
desk?
is for Eric. And
Uh,
this one is for
Not
you.
much. You only see like a flyer to an old theme park.
Here,
I'm gonna take the
Eric.
flyer.
Did you want the flyer? You kinda looked
I
like-
mean, it would kind of be important, to the investigation.
Oh,
Hey, let me look at that real fast.
No.
Flash badge. Hey, let me look at that real fast.
No.
Flash badge.
You got a badge too.
Yeah.
She's a bounty hunter.
Flash badge.
Yeah, I'll let it go this time.
You're letting go this time. Okay. Like I said, the journal itself
I'm gonna
also
flash
describes the entrance.
Generally the same. Oh, so the entrance.
Here's
entrance
your
is
flashback.
Pointed out to you where to go,
Okay, thank you.
and you can
There's-
decide to do that. But
For you.
like,
Well,
I don't know if you want to do
it's
that alone.
the
The journal basically points to
badger.
needing multiple
Then
people.
this,
Oh, don't go alone pretty much.
this,
Yeah.
this.
Too dangerous to go alone. Take someone.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Do, do, do.
Well, as a cop, I don't want to involve the civilians in an investigation. Is the issue.
Oh,
Then
but you
again,
know something else.
what else
Is
do I
there
know?
like any lockers or anything like that in there? Or?
Just out to loot everything, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's not any in the classroom, but yeah, you can go out in the hall and you can kind of look.
Okay.
that
I'm
old
just gonna be
stuff.
like, fuck this and leave.
You're just gonna leave the classroom
Well,
altogether?
I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave the classroom altogether.
Okay. And then you're gonna go looking through lockers?
Yeah.
Specific lockers, or are you just like that bitch Jessica?
Jennifer's locker.
I mean, you're still 17, so you're probably still going here.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna like go catch Jessica's bot on fire or something like that.
Catch it.
That was a joke.
Yeah. No. I'm going after her locker.
You're going after the locker, catch it on fire.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Fuck the
Do you have
plastics.
anything in your inventory to start a fire?
Yeah. Actually, I have a lighter.
Holy shit! Of course I did that.
Way to go! Knowing Andrea, you gave her a letter.
Well, okay. So are you just gonna burn books inside? Do you know the well, no, you probably don't know the combination. So how are you gonna handle that?
Let's see here. I have a flask. Is there anything in my flask?
Yeah,
What's in my flask?
bourbon. I don't know.
Okay,
Some kind of alcohol.
Okay, then guess what? There we
Why
go.
did you
We're
give her bourbon and a lighter?
I'm gonna catch Jessica's.
As bad as it was in the last game with purple drink.
I'm just gonna like pour it down, like you know how I have little slits, and just pour the bourbon down in there, and then just
And just light
Try
it
to
from
ignite
there.
it off.
just light it from there. Yeah.
1, 2.
All right. As a cop,
Boom! What the fuck was that?
What proof is the alcohol?
Yeah, it's got to be higher than 40 to burn. You said bourbon.
It's got to be 150
Yeah.
flash.
roll a d20.
Okay. Cool.
And see how much this is gonna do.
We need that.
I'm gonna laugh if I burn the whole building down.
I don't know if it's gonna be that far, but we'll see. We'll see how good your crits are.
I got a 12.
Bourbon
Well-
proof range is 80 to 100.
Okay, you don't start.
So the range is 80 to 100.
80 to 100 proof, but so
Oh, okay.
alcohol flash, like he says, about 140 or higher.
You don't start a fire,
No.
but you make enough of a spark and smoke off of the locker itself to start the alarms.
Okay. Cool. And then I'm just gonna be like, fuck this place and walk out.
All right.
Make sure I pull the fire alarm before I walk out to the door.
No. I'm following her.
I'm gonna grab him so he doesn't run off.
With Buster.
Not yet.
No.
And quick once over of the room again before we vacate. Is there anything else that kind of stands
Oh,
out?
sure.
Should I roll a
It
perception?
does 1d6
Yeah.
plus 1 piercing damage.
Oh, really? Yep. So bite. I'm not gonna try to pet anything.
Probably a good plan. on your
9
part.
plus 1.
Yeah, probably.
10. Does anybody else want to look with them?
I grabbed him. I grabbed him before I pulled the fire alarm.
Okay.
So
So go ahead and roll a perception then.
because I figure I would know him seemingly well.
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay.
Wait. Perception. Is that 20?
+1, 20.
Not a natural 20, but it's pretty fucking high.
I see shit, man.
Yeah.
Look around for me real fast.
Everything.
I'm in the bushes. They don't see me, but I see them.
No shit. You kind of take a little bit closer of a look at the wording, on the board, and you can kind of see that it's wobbled kind of towards the bottom right half. And you find another journal hidden behind the blackboard,
I'll take it.
and it says Abel's journal.
Abel's.
What you got there?
Abel's journal.
Here.
In case you were gonna be hard on whether or not I actually saw him take that.
Here. Here.
Now, are you gonna open that one?
Fire alarm got pulled. We should probably get
Oh,
over the
yeah,
class at
man,
least.
we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
You
real
can get
quick.
out. Okay.
Well,
All right. So you all kind of convene outside, and you as a cop, you're already kind of like, "Why'd you do that?"
what's going on, troublemaker?
But at the same time, I mean, you're not.
That's not the first thing I care about.
Yeah, you're not the cop that has
This is a
that
fire
as-
department problem.
which is odd because that's her dad. Or no, that's the barbarian.
No, that makes sense. Child acting out.
Sure. Your dad's a
Fuck
fire
the
department.
establishment.
Okay. Cool. We'll catch everything on fire now.
Oh shit. So you convene outside and you see what the journal is pointed at. I mean, you guys remember your teacher. You remember kind of the way he acted towards you. He was
Huh?
he's very straight with you. Whereas every other adult in this town is basically Charlie Brown. Want, 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 want. They don't fucking care. They have no creativity. They move on with their lives. He's the only one that had any sensibility with you. And he talked about the importance of actually making things happen.
Here,
So-
here.
So I'm gonna get with him and go through Abel's journal.
You can go through Abel's journal?
Compare it to
Yeah, shit.
Adrian's journal.
Darren's?
So we wanna go do-
Good, Aaron's.
I
So what do we
So
wanna
you're
go
going to
do?
open it.
I don't know, I'm carrying my badger.
Is there anything defining on the outside? Like, don't open this journal. No? Yeah, let's put the one away, pop open the other one.
At the moment, it's all blank.
Oh, fuck.
I don't like that picture.
And like I said, Darren's journal only has the words "Save Astrid" and points to the temple.
I wanna go take a look at this car.
His car?
Yeah.
Simply simple.
Simply simple.
Roll the 20. Let's see how we're going to do on the timetable here.
Well, when was the car? Well, the car
I got
accident
an
was
eight.
last night.
What?
I got an 8.
Yeah, it's in conduct.
Okay.
That's
I'm
going to be a
gonna-
lot. It's going to be hard to get to.
Well,
I'm
for
gonna
that.
I'm gonna go break into the info place.
You got a cop right here, you know?
I didn't tell him that.
So you see her wander the fuck off,
Yeah, I'm
and you're sitting here still trying to compare journals. Like, what? What does it do? Do I have to put blood on it?
They taste the same.
What to do here? And I mean, I'm assuming Jujubee is still like, oh, girl.
Yeah, I'm following her.
So,
Booty.
I'm 11. I've only got a badger. Let me green.
come on, Buster.
Badge,
She's
badge, badger.
She's 17.
Let me show you my badger.
All right, so you make it to
I
the
already asked him if it bites because like I was like I would pet it, but you know.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, you bite the one.
So you make it to the impound lot, and it already seems
So
kind of
dry.
cleared out, like wide open, like something already kind of broke through it.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk in.
You're gonna walk in,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
just gonna
and
walk
you're
in.
still gonna look for the car, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the car.
What are you gonna do around the car, per se?
I'm gonna open the trunk. See if there's anything.
You're going right for the trunk.
right for the trunk. Yeah,
Right
I'm
for
gonna
the
see if there's anything in the back of the
I'm
trunk.
still with them.
Roll a new character. Oh, you're with her, them, or you're with me?
I thought you went with her.
You and me are sallied up. He's sallied up with her.
Moment. Okay.
Until I get hey, there's a disturbance at the impound. Yeah, all right.
I'm aware. Okay,
Is it a fire? Because I'm about to shoot somebody.
so you open up the trunk,
My
and you do see like a duffel bag, and in the duffel bag there's a couple of documents and stuff that point to what would be considered the Guardwall Secret Police. They have a different name. I forgot what the fuck I called them, the Sentinels.
Yeah, all you put was secret order.
Do what?
All you put was
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna like grab the duffel bag with all the paperwork in it and look in the back of, like in the car, like just see if there's anything inside the car, like through the glass.
It was a pretty intense car accident. Glass is probably gone.
Glass door, yeah, you reach in and open
Yeah,
the door, I guess.
everything on the cab of the car is pretty much totaled out. I mean, he got straight up hit by a train,
Large.
and you can see like a literal splatter that's still left over since they couldn't clean everything. It's only been a day.
Take the garden out, wash it out.
You do
Yeah.
feel a weird presence around the car, though. Like it wasn't just coincidence. Let's put it that way. Like you're sensing that something else happened.
A malignant presence. Not the presence of the teacher who loves and cares for his students, but more like the presence of the thing that wanted him dead.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm gonna check the glove box.
Checking the glove box.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think.
Puppy.
Should
Let me clear this up. Okay.
4,
Well, I mean, altogether.
7.
Let's say you find like 10 bracelets that seem to be significant in a way. They have a certain hue and glow to them. They
They feel significant.
they kind of feel opposite from the car. Like you don't feel sick around it. You kind of feel more. You feel better around it. Like it gives you a pick me up.
Well, I'm gonna put them all
You can stash them on you.
Oh, he wants to be ready to give him a blowjob if you have to.
Yeah.
on. For fuck's sake, I'm gonna put them on. I'm playing.
All right. From now, we'll add that as for bonus for that. We'll put add 2 to your AC.
Oh, right on.
For 10 bracelets?
Just like that.
He might as well be wearing bracelets.
So that's about 5 each adds the AC.
I'm gonna get with the thug nut over here and be like, hey, come on, these journals talk about this place. Let's meander our way over there. Unless something tells me not to.
I'm okay.
Unless something tells me not to.
Nothing tells you not to.
Okay. So
Uh,
we're going to this
Let's say you say that and a Darren's journal flies open and it says the flyer. Look at the flyer.
hand close. Hey, let's go to this place. Hey, let's go to this place.
Sounds good to me.
Do you know that girl? That took the flyer?
No.
The girl the girl that took the flyer in the classroom.
No. Yes.
I'm gonna go to the train tracks.
You're gonna go out where he was murdered now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A lot of wandering, but
Yeah.
okay.
You got a lot of foot speed, is what he's saying.
I'm holding on to her pocket.
All right.
With the duffel
Come
bag
on, Buster. All right.
covered in
You
blood,
don't
broken
think
glass.
about that in prison.
So even though you're a hippie goth girl, you must have ran track or something because you're already the fuck there.
Hey, I'm heavy. What do you expect?
I don't know. Just
A lot of experience running from the
you've
cops.
been through all the Woodstocks at this point. Like you know how to run.
Yep.
So you're already at the train track. Is there anything specific that you're looking for, like the
I'm
street
just-
marks?
Yeah, I'm looking on the ground, seeing if there's anything out of the ordinary from this car crash.
Okay, you see like giant steps
Giant steps.
from something that's not human. Now it seems like they circled around to kind of look at the vehicle, like where it streaked off from the
Mhm.
train, and then it circled back in the direction where the theme park would be.
Let's follow these footsteps.
He's 11.
I don't
You're
want
turning
to,
it
I'm
into a
scared.
bus.
You'll have to hold me.
And his badger.
An additional
And-
75
I'll
pounds
hold
in your
you
back.
It's my badger. That's Buster.
Have another one.
Stop chewing the bracelet.
No.
So that's the plan.
Yeah,
You're heading that
that's the
way.
plan. That's the plan. Yeah. No, I'll hold the 11 year
No,
old.
I don't.
You're
Was
like,
there
hey, I
anything
better get a
identifiable on the
friendship
flyer
bracelet out
before
of
that I might
this.
have seen? Because
And on we go.
desk, casually glanced, maybe might have generally known what it might have said,
You, as a cop, you saw kind of a street name.
or does
That
the
you were-
flyer look like another flyer else in town that I might have seen?
Halfway.
It's kind of a really old flyer. This place is like ancient, but you do remember, like, you saw a street name on there that you kind of recognized as a cop.
So who was my dad's like originally supposed to be?
I didn't really have a place for your family. You're kind of
Okay.
you're kind of already the rebel goth hippie chick. You just do what you want.
Goth hippie chick. Okay, cool. Okay.
The rebel rich kid.
And I mean, he has parents, but
Obviously, he kind of
he just
follows
wanders
around.
on his own.
Yeah.
He does that a lot.
So, okay.
All right,
That's
so
the-
I got an idea. of where we're going. Get in the
All
car. Let's go.
Let's roll.
Oh, you're getting your own police cruiser on this?
I figure I have one.
All right, for the moment you do have a vehicle. Yeah.
I get there before you.
That's fine. I'm following footsteps. Giant footsteps.
It's your man's
Usually
track.
low.
She'll
In the
figure it out.
woods, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
While you're dragging an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
How
I
are
could
you
probably-
driving through the woods?
No, I'm driving to a street destination.
Oh, okay.
I'm following my GPS.
Yeah, we're going the back way now.
Diggity.
Yelling at Siri, that road's not there anymore.
Okay, you both kind of hit the theme park around the same time in a way. You guys hit on a side that shows, like, it shows the old roller coaster, shows little mascot badger,
Here.
like a cartoon badger. Like it might have been an old ticket place, but it's
Yeah,
also
gotcha.
kind of weird because there's a cross on the top. There's marionette like puppet things along the walls. And also you see the shack. You guys can kind of both feel that the shack has
Significant.
a presence.
I'm gonna grab a puppet. Oh, we're here.
You're gonna grab a puppet?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want a puppet.
Going to the shack. Does that shit look out of place to you?
The puppet's scary.
The puppet's scary.
Yeah, it's scaring me.
It's scaring you.
We're at a carnival.
Okay.
And
Well, I'll
there's
put
a,
it in my
like, ticket booth that looks like an old shanty.
backpack, I guess.
With a big
That's
ass
what
cross
I
on
would be
top.
carrying around is a backpack, right?
It's weird.
That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I guess I carry around a backpack. That's
Go say hi.
what we would
Just do it.
be using for our inventory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Your
just stick it
inventory.
Inventory.
You got a huge duffel bag on your back about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'll
So-
just stick it in the duffel bag then. There. Everything's going in the duffel bag.
Everything in the duffel bag.
She has a large bag of holding.
It's my purse. Shut up.
Fuck. Gigantic bags.
Yes.
Should I'm just gonna
So we're gonna
subtract your
approach.
speed. I'm just kidding.
Well, it depends on how much stuff is. We're approaching the shack.
Hey, it's
You're
mainly
going
little
right for the
papers.
shack?
You said we came from a nowhere area.
Okay, and they're inside of you. You see that you made it there. At the
They're
same time.
inside of me? What?
In sight. Sights.
I was like, what?
You hear a
Buster's
cop car.
eyes.
Whoa
so I
now.
can see
It's gonna
more
get
of it.
weird, but it's not gonna get that weird.
Well, you were the one that said it.
Sight.
You see a cop car approach. Two people get out. They start walking towards.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm guessing we see them.
you kind of noticed that they were there, but that's not what
Let's
you're
have
paying
right here.
attention to right now.
Fuck sticks. We're over here.
Before entering the shack, everybody around sees a tall woman in black, like a black
I'm
funeral
not going
dress.
into the shack. I'm stopping outside.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going in yet.
So this is a tall woman dressed in like funeral black. She's holding the hand of a young girl in one hand, and it looks like it's a cage covered with a reddish black tarp in the other. And she walks right into the church.
To the church at a carnival.
The church shack thing. Should be like a ticket booth.
That's creepy.
Should look familiar to you?
Are the tracks
No.
still on the ground?
Tracks.
Yeah, the tracks that we were
Footprints.
following, yeah.
They follow
yeah.
footprints here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
you've
they-
seen them, but they seem to have ended kind of a little bit more toward the roller coaster.
Okay. I'm gonna
So in other words, it climbed.
go to the roller coaster.
All right, ready to roll a new character. Well, I guess the same for us.
Are you just trying to follow it? Because I can tell you now, your trail's gonna go dead.
It's gonna go dead at
Yeah.
the roller coaster?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll go towards the shack.
No.
Call
So
out
you're
to
going towards the shack.
the
You got,
woman going in, call out, be like, "Hey." Any response at all?
you're calling to her.
Not to her, the woman.
The woman herself doesn't seem to respond to you.
Uh.
The child kind of owl looks at you.
Well, that's not fucking weird.
Wait, what?
Like snaps her neck back, looks at you.
Like an
Like,
But she does an exorcist thing?
not like a drastic creepy one.
No,
but
like
she
when a
does
child
look
on the
real
street just
quick.
goes,
Yeah. Like wide-eyed owls. She has complete features. Just
"Huh."
Who the hell are you?
I'm just gonna walk in.
you're just gonna walk
Yeah, I'm
in.
just gonna walk in.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind
Yeah.
her.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you, then you, then me.
When you enter the shack, you see the tall woman in black. She puts her cage that she had in her hand onto a podium in front of her. And she takes the tarp off, and you see another puppet. But this one seems a little different. It has like witch-like features. It's an old lady, more or less. You take a closer look at the tall woman, and she's basically just a mannequin. She's got no face. She's just built like a woman.
That's enough.
She walks to the corner and just kind of crosses her arms. She lets the child play around. And even though nobody speaks yet, you all hear sit down.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you see the church rose, and she wants you to sit down.
I'm gonna sit on in the second row.
Second
Just
row.
prop my feet up and get comfy.
So my middle pews, kind of on the left.
Guess I'll sit out in front.
Sit out in front. Okay.
I'm gonna sit on the floor at her feet.
All right. As soon as the last one of you sits down, the puppet starts to kind of move.
In the cage or the old woman?
The old woman.
Oh.
So starts to kind of move. It flutters its eyes. It's very rickety as it moves. She's like, "Oh, we have new sinners in." And she asks for something of payment to make it to the next step. She's like, I know you have a rabbit foot. I know one of you have a badge. And then she's basically describing your totems. She wants one from you. It's your rite of passage. And we're going to assume that the other players are already here to do this because I'm not going to deal with them having to make the same passage.
Do the same RP again.
Yeah.
Why don't you jump in at this point? That would be kind of it'd be kind of a good time to jump in.
In case we need somebody else for combat.
Yeah.
Is why she's asking. Because she's expecting. All right.
So
I
mine
mean,
just
you
says
don't have to
family
be a
sickness.
barbarian, you can
Yep.
be a fighter,
Yeah, you're-
but
So it's bad.
So I
Yeah. And you all have one more. You got to remember that.
yeah, we have a spare now.
You all found something that looked exactly like it in the.
so what most of ours is just rings.
Huh?
This is a badge.
His is a badge. His is his dad's badge. Mine is a lucky rabbit's foot.
Preserved lizard.
For an 11-year-old, I keep lizards in my
A
pocket.
banana.
Okay, monkey.
That don't look like it.
or a bandana.
Bandana.
Bandana. You got a banana.
I got a banana.
Is that a banana in your pocket? Are you happy to see me? Well, I do like puppets. You a sex doll?
All right, our wizards wanting to wait till 6 too, so that's fine.
Potassium injection.
All right. So she accepts the totems from you and she kind of laughs. She's like, enjoy the journey beyond. She describes,
So our spare totems are gone.
yeah, your spare totems are gone. And then she describes where the real entrance is and that you will find it naturally as you leave the shack. She says it's a
Call back to Adair's journal.
Huh?
Call back to Adair's journal.
You're going to look at it?
Well, it's what she's describing similar to
It's
what we
up
read in
high?
the journal. What?
Was that what you were about to say?
What?
That it was up high?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get on the Ferris wheel.
Whoa, don't go that far. She said you'll go there naturally when you leave the shack.
Well,
So they give you that. Basically, what she says is you're gonna board the water ride.
oh, okay.
We're heading to the water.
All right,
Right.
that's what we're doing.
So you leave the shack?
Correct.
Okay. So as you leave, you're not the only ones that leave. You see the tall woman again, going the opposite way. Let me find my stuff here. She leaves with the cage in hand, but the little girl runs off ahead of her into a bright light, where a scene flashes to show the party looking at a sphinx across a lake.
That makes sense.
So you see the sphinx just looking dead at you. And I mean, you all have different thoughts of what you're seeing. The face of the sphinx is different for each of you. Something significant in some way. Yours might be an old boss. Yours might be your grandfather. Yours might be your badger.
Your badger's mother.
What's up with all the badger
I'm just-
bullshit?
You're a furry. Get over it.
It's okay, mine's a cat.
Does he like? He's an 11-year-old, but does he like already have like a full-grown beard?
No.
Full-grown beard and smoking problem.
No. Get off. Get down.
No, that's not filter.
Why don't you go stand there and look next to
I
cat?
thought that's when masturbation starts.
All right, so you
No, that
see
starts at 11.
No, okay. That's
you
what
see the
badger's for.
sphinx. Like, do any of you want to react?
Get
with
down.
it?
I want
In
to
any
talk
way.
to it.
You want to talk to it? What do you want to say to it?
What are you doing here? Or what are you doing here?
So it perks up for a second. Spoke to it, you saw it reacted in some way. To the rest of you, you're still only seeing something.
Yeah, you see it look, but it does the same motion regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
So,
gonna step into the lake.
You're stepping into the lake?
Yeah, I'm stepping into the lake.
Okay.
I guess I'll do the same. I'm gonna walk towards the Sphinx.
Okay.
I get closer.
Is that everybody or is this
I'm going to sit on the shore and watch them drown.
I'm gonna check in and then I guess follow.
Okay, so you're sitting there trying to make that, and at this point, you do get a response. They say, yes, your badge number, we hear you, and then immediately static.
Oh.
You did walk into the water, right?
I am now. Well, fuck it.
Okay, so
We die. We die.
by the time the fourth one of you actually enters the water, you see it perk up really fast, and it starts charging at you.
Get out of the water.
It charges at you, but it's not really a weird, like, it's not out to attack.
Not
is
an
what-
aggressive charge.
No,
I'm just gonna
it
stick
comes
my
to you
hand
like
out.
it's playful at times.
I'm gonna stick my hand out like I'm gonna pet it.
I'm assuming we have all of our weapons.
Yes, you do have your base weapon right now,
I have my shield.
but I wouldn't worry about that right now. It starts dancing around you, especially since one that tried to touch it first, and it scratches you just a little bit,
Mhm.
enough to hurt, more or less. It scratches you across the arm.
I got this money.
Is there any response to that?
I'm just gonna dance with it.
You're gonna keep dancing with
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna dance with it.
Hey, you see this thing's kind of doing this, and as this is going on, the water
How
starts to
big
turn.
is it?
Huh?
How big is this Sphinx she's dancing with?
Sphinx are usually huge.
I'm thinking like big cat size, like a tiger or something.
The buckbeak hippogriff.
That's fucking huge.
It's pretty big.
You okay?
I'm throwing fog cloud.
Throwing your fog cloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 scared
response.
hiding.
So
Don't waste the spell, damn it. Nah, it makes sense.
Going fog cloud.
So for the time, that spell basically works. It's not after you at this point. It's still just dancing around, kind of aimlessly, super happy.
Yeah, but he was right up on her, so.
But you see the water underneath it is starting to turn black.
I'm gonna
I,
slowly.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a
back
lasso
out.
out of my rope and lasso the damn thing.
You're gonna lasso it.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the d20.
Well, for construct.
Huh?
Because he's got to make a lasso.
Oh no, I'm just gonna have him do it for the
Oh, fuck it.
lasso.
10.
10.
What sort of bonus would you get? Would that be dex?
I would think it would be dex.
Yeah, he's
Plus
awesome. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty
here.
crazy. And then the strength that they're gonna get.
yeah.
It's just that big. We'll check that.
You caught it, but it doesn't seem to respond to that in any way that you expected. Instead of staying in its current form, you see it transform into something more sinister. Something with long claws, sharp teeth, has hair spiked to nothing. It basically looks like Ryu, but different. And it's still kind of dancing around sinisterly.
I'm just gonna dance with it.
Still in the fog cloud.
We'll bring out the tree.
It's they basically ignored your rope at this point. Anything else?
So am I just holding on to the rope?
Yeah, you're holding on to it, but you're just basically letting it dance at this point.
Unless you pull tight.
Yeah. Let's pull it toward me.
I'm gonna
Pull
ask,
Out of the
I'm gonna
water.
ask, what is it?
Yeah. Call out to it.
Yeah, like what the hell are you?
All it says is a servant of Shalorek.
Hey,
How do you spell that?
Puppy?
SHALRAWREK.
Yeah, I'm pulling the damn thing to short.
You're
I
pulling
got
it. Okay, roll the d20 again.
does anything in the
11.
book say anything about
11
the?
Yeah.
Plus
Just the name
three.
Shaw
Right,
Walrex
yeah.
sounded familiar at all.
Uh,
In the journal?
a Darren saying one thing, if you like literally wanting to refer to it real quick. A Darren just says the snake. And then Abel's says the
Nothing.
undefined savior. The undefined savior.
Nope,
So it
Nope.
wrote in the book now.
nope.
It's there for now, but it goes away almost as quickly as it comes.
I feel like I should have 2 separate versions for game.
So you tried to pull it to shore.
Yeah. 11 plus 3.
Okay, so as soon as you yanked on it, it changed again, where you see its face go completely white, its eyes widen, and it just starts screaming all over the place. And it falls into the lake, and the lake itself envelops all of you.
I'm on the shore.
Huh?
I'm on the shore.
You're
I'm
on
not
the
in
shore.
I'm not in the damn water.
The lake reaches up and grabs you. You've seen Moana. Ooh, come on, bitch.
So you've all been enveloped by this. It was a dream
We're
sequence.
all
Your,
drawing. I'm drawing.
yeah, your natural way to get up there. You find yourself up on top of this very steep type of hill, and you see what looks like a storage crate.
Hey, give me that.
And on the side, in your teacher's writing, it says water ride.
I'm gonna open the crate.
You're gonna open the crate. You're gonna walk in the crate.
Oh, like shipping crate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll pull it. Then.
Pop it open, go inside.
What do you think, 11-year-old?
After getting eaten by a lake, despite your fog.
I'm gonna sit down.
Sit down.
I'm having a rough time.
Okay.
I'll wait with the 11-year-old.
I'm gonna leave that on a little break. Oh. Oh.
You trust a gun hit me more than a cop? Yeah.
he's stuck there.
17 girl.
11-year-old magical druid. 17-year-old bounty hunter hot chick. Yeah.
He suction cupped her ass like this.
Anna, leave that alone.
That would have been me in real life too. So. No, I was much more subtle than that.
Tastes like almond joy. What are you doing?
Hey, you need to leave everything over there alone.
Show us the whole thing.
What time do we got at the moment, guys?
5:40.
45. You gotta get Guy right at 6, right? Okay. We might make this the time to go ahead and grab eats and come back, so I can go ahead and take the time to let the girls out.
Okay.
So.
Oh,
we'll go ahead and
cool,
take
money.
that. Are you worried, Robert?
I know how roads go down.
All right, we'll go ahead and end this.